Everybody's looking for somebody, but most times, somebodies don't want to be found. That's where I come in. Is it a gift? I don't know. I guess if nothing else, it's a talent. Like a moth to the flame, I draw them back, usually runaways or deaders, but sometimes, well, sometimes you get given the chance to hunt for the big boys. Most wanted, numero uno, king of the jungle, the white... Ow! Son of a... It started like any other Tuesday, except it was a Wednesday. When you catch yourself mixing days up like that, you tell yourself you gotta quit drinking, or at least get a current calendar. Look at me. Pathetic. Doing my own typing. The work of a woman. Perhaps it was comments like that which drove my last secretary to suicide. Suicide Mexico, Enchanting Village, unfortunate name, kind of makes you want to kill yourself. But enough about moderately priced tourist destinations. I had a case to crack. Walter Walters was a two-bit hustler and traveling man who thought a clever alias would shield him from searching eyes. He might have looked like a swell guy, but there were more people looking for him than Alibrandi. Walter left behind him a trail like no other. And if there's one thing I can do, it's follow a man's scent. That came out wrong, but you know what I mean. I followed his breadcrumbs from Russia to France, from Bombay to Mumbai, but the madness ends here. Even the flashing lights of New York couldn't draw this wandering minstrel anymore. Walter needed a playground wild enough to tame him, big enough to hide him, and busy enough to distract all those looking for him. Newcastle, the city that never sleeps, unless they have to get up early the next day, which is almost every day, so really it can't compare to New York. Anyway. That's when she arrived. Tina Buffalina. She had eyes you could lose yourself in, lips redder than the finest rose, hair that smelled like a meadow, and don't even get me started on her rack. She looked at me with those piercing blue eyes, which is quite a feat for a woman in black and white, and told me she had information. Turns out, our elusive friend Walter had spent the night with Buffalina. That bastard. I've been trying to nail this babe for years. Odd, I thought I said that in voiceover. Buffalina's information had led me to the beach, the last place Walter had been seen. Usually, this place was a flurry of activity, just the kind of environment in which Walter could hide. Today, nothing except the footprints in the sand. That's when it hit me. Walter had feet. It was time to take action. As I felt myself getting closer and closer, I realized just how unfit I was. But nothing could hold me back now. It was time to close the books on Walter Walters, and I was going to do it my way. That's right, my way. My way is the way I always do it. When people ask me, why do you do it that way? I just say, that's my way. When people ask why I speak with a throaty American accent when I've spent my life in Newcastle, Australia, I just say, shut up. Curses! Looks like I wasn't the only one hot on Walter's tail. If I wanted to cash in on this, it was time to call in a favor. Newcastle.
And the name, please.
Betty from Call Connect gave me all the information I needed. It was time to swoop. Swoop like an eagle to a turtle that's fallen over and can't get off its back. Legs wriggling wildly. Belly exposed to the sun. They don't make any noise, but if they did, it might sound like this. Ah! The mall. It was the perfect place for someone like Walter to hide. The sea of faces spread out before me disguised Walter like costumes disguise people at costume parties. But for Walter Walters, this party was about to end. I was a man possessed. Nothing was going to get in my way. I finally found him, and now it was time. Time to look my oldest adversary in the eye. My life as a detective had been leading to my finding this one man, Walter Walters, or should I say, Wally. And just like that, it was over. The question that burned in me was answered. No more would I wonder where Wally was. Now if I could only find out where in the world that bitch Carmen Sandiego is.